Okay, 12th of August 2023, tub update, part 4. The camera ran out of space on the card, and it turned out that when I was deleting uh, old videos off of the SD card, my computer was not actually deleting them, it was just putting them in a quote-unquote trash folder on the SD card. So it was totally full up. Anyway, got a nice friendly guy right here. Very friendly. Aren't you? Aren't you? Going off. Anyway, we only got 3 tubs left. So let's get to it. Oh, and also see this cat too. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Yeah. Yeah. Well, we get to see all the cats in this video. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay. Someone's feeling sassy today. Where I left off on the high card tub, the last video cut off just as I was finishing what I was saying, which is that one of my projects next year will be taking some of these Hycaris and trying to breed them to make a cross with another variety, maybe with a black one, create a black Hykari. Anyway, the Miyuki tub. Lots of reproduction going on. Surprised you can't. Well, I guess there's some over here, some adults, and a larger juvenile. So yeah, we've got some good-sized juveniles now. Some of the early season ones are close to an inch, which is good. And then we've also still got a bunch of little dink fry, quarter-inch sliver types. Yeah. So like I said, I'm no longer I am breeding these to get a black and white Medaka. So not really a Miyuki. And ideally, maybe breeding them to have like a black and white iridescent Medaka, but I think that's going to take a lot of work and might, probably many generations to achieve that. But yeah, otherwise these guys are doing good. This is one of the tubs that's just like overrun with algae, but you can see the mint plant, the orange mint, is doing quite well and is blooming, as is the peppermint in the back. So, yeah, that tub seems to be doing well. The gold barb tub. I have no idea what's going on with the fish in this tub because the top is totally covered with hornwort and duckweed. And thinking about it, because I'm trying to figure out where did the duckweed come from, there was a tiny amount of duckweed in the tubs, the concrete mixing tubs that I kept my plants overwintered my plants in last year. And I have to wonder, because there are 2 pots in this tub that came from that overwintering, if one of them had a piece of duckweed stuck to it, and then that's what's propagated out and gone crazy here. But yeah, don't know what's going on with the gold barbs. This is actually going to be like the first tub that gets taken down. A, so I don't have to worry about the duckweed anymore because I don't want to cross-contaminate anything, and B, just to see what the gold barbs did because I have literally 0 idea. This particular water bluebell is doing really well. You can see it's got 2 blossoms on it, and there are several buds that are going to hopefully blossom out over the next week or so. So yeah, it's doing very well. The umbrella plant seems to be doing okay. That's one that I want to save over the winter, but it's going to be a pain in the butt because, as you can see, it is covered in duckweed. So we're going to have to figure out a solution for that. And then the big kind of surprise with this is, I had bought a bunch of watercress this spring and then was growing it submerged, and it didn't do very well. And so I took some sprigs of it and put them in hanging planters and put them in a couple tubs. And the other tubs it did okay, but in this tub it just went bananas, as you can see. So I'm going to try to save some of this watercress and use it next year, because yeah, a plant that does this in a tub is quite useful. And yeah, we'll see. I don't, that's the problem, is you just don't know, like, the nursery, what kind of plants they're going to carry year to year. So you can't be sure of, like, oh yeah, they'll have watercress next year. Like they always have water lettuce and water hyacinth, but everything else is very dependent on the particular year. Oh, I should also add, and this is just in general, all of the little seedling like twister soft rush that I grabbed and replanted seems to be doing very well. As is this one in our final tub, the Ilyodon tub, which is another tub that is totally covered in duckweed. I don't really have any idea what's going on with the fish in here, but hopefully they're doing well. This mint plant is the one that's gone the most gangbusters of all. It's a chocolate mint, and that's a single plant out of a single planter, and you can see it is like stretched like 2 foot wide now. It's just really gone to town, and you can see it's sending runners all over the entire surface of the tub. This lemongrass, which I thought was going to go gangbusters based on what people, reading people who keep it, I guess, further south. It's done okay. It's definitely grown, but it hasn't gone as crazy as I thought it would, and I don't think I'm going to try to keep it over the winter because it just wasn't anything special. Now the Thalia deobata, on the other hand, I'll definitely be keeping this over the winter. Really cool plant. I might actually try to divide it and keep it going. But yeah, just really cool plant, and it's actually flowering. So if you can see that inflorescence. So yeah, things have been going pretty well, and I guess we'll end on the same cat that we started with. But yeah, this is the late August update. The mid-August update. The beginning of the late season. We'll see. I might do a late August update, or might wait to September. But yeah, we're entering the late season now. It's just not really focused on breeding, just on growing out the fish that I got, and yeah, it's gonna be we're probably only 3 weeks to a month out from starting to take down the early tubs. So yeah, anyway, catch you guys later.